Okay guys, what's going on? Voodoo51292 here, and this is channel update number 9 from Saturday, March 19th, 2011. And basically, this weekend is not going so well. And there's basically three big reasons why. The first two actually don't have to do with gaming. The last one does, but you'll see what I mean. Anyway, first of all, as you can probably already tell, I am somewhat sick. I started feeling a little scratchiness in my throat Thursday night. I was a little concerned because usually when that happens it means I'm going to be sick very soon. I was hoping that's not the case, but yesterday, Friday, I woke up and sure enough, I had full-on congestion, sore throat, whole 9 yards, not feeling well at all. I actually got out of bed and made it to my first 2 classes in the morning, but when it came time for my 1:30 in the afternoon class, I said, you know what, screw it, I'm going home. I'm packing up and going home a little early. I basically relaxed. That's what I did. I didn't go to my other class. I just came home and basically didn't do anything yesterday. I had my girlfriend come over and we basically just chilled out, watched some arena football and also some NCAA tournament. Watched KU win its first game, which is good. Won it by like 19 points, I think, so that's a good thing. But yeah, basically I just relaxed yesterday. I took some medicine, and when I woke up this morning, to my pleasant surprise, I felt extremely better. The sore throat is completely gone, which is awesome because one thing you should know about me is that when I'm sick, the one thing that I can't take is a sore throat. You can give me the congestion, you can give me the coughing, whatever, but sore throat is the worst. It completely knocks me out. I mean, you can't really talk. It hurts to talk. You know, you're hungry, but you really don't want to eat anything because it hurts going down. And even breathing, every time you breathe, you can feel that aggravation in your throat. It's just awful. But this morning it's actually completely gone, which is good. I guess the medicine I took helped. The only thing that's really left is, as you can tell, my congestion. My nose is still all stopped up, and you know, but that's okay. I can deal with that. It's aggravating, but I can deal with it. I have some nose spray that literally rapes the mucus. Like, you spray it in your nose and like it burns, but it's like a good burning. It's like that nose spray dominating the mucus. It's great. So I have that to use, and you know, like I said, the congestion I can get over, no big deal. I don't have the sore throat, which is the big thing, so that's a positive. The next thing is for today, and probably for a little while, you're probably going to notice that I'm missing a couple of teeth, okay? And let me explain. These 2 teeth right here, right next to my front teeth, which they call the eye teeth, actually, I don't want to say a condition because it sounds like a disease or something, but I guess it really is a condition. That's quite common, actually. My sister's boyfriend has the same deal, where actually, when you're born, you have baby teeth there, but when those fall out, you don't actually have any mature teeth to fill the spaces, and that's what happened with me. All my other teeth are in fine. It's just I was born missing those 2, and apparently it's pretty common. You know, at least across this country. I don't know about others, but apparently it's just a pretty common thing. Like I said, I know my sister's boyfriend has the same problem, and you know, it's just what happens. Well, basically it's kind of a long story, but see if I can consolidate it. I basically had braces for 4 years, which, keep in mind, it was only supposed to be 2, but it doubled because my orthodontist is an idiot, which you're going to find out. And anyway, when I had the braces, they told me that I didn't have these teeth, and they said, okay, well, we've got a couple of options. One, with the braces, we can actually bring the teeth next to them all the way in, and then basically file them to look like you're missing teeth, which I thought was a little weird. They said the other option, they could leave the space in there and space it out so that when I got braces off, I could go to an oral surgeon and say, you know, I want surgical implants, and basically they would implant screws there in that bone here in the gum, and then put attached fake teeth to them, but they're permanent. They're permanent, implants, and they look obviously real, and you can eat with them and everything else. So that's the route we decided to go. So we told them, we said, okay, leave the spaces. Well, after a month, we went back and found out that they were actually, for some reason, closing the spaces when we told them to open it. That's because they have no way. They did have a way, but apparently they just didn't mark it in their computer system that that's what we told them to do. So they started closing it like a bunch of idiots. So we told them, no, we want them open. So then they started opening them again, which was fine. I finally got my braces off. I went to the oral surgeon because I needed to talk to him about my wisdom teeth being taken out and the implants. And after discussing it with him, he said, well, the wisdom teeth is no problem to take out, but with the implants, here's the problem. You have space there, but it's not big enough. So after all of that, and after having braces for 4 years, the orthodontist did not leave enough space for implants, which is ridiculous. So he also said that they needed to do a scan of my bone density up here to make sure that it was going to be, my bone was thick enough to actually implant the screw. So they did a scan, and comes to find out, even if the space was big enough, my bone is not dense enough here to implant the screws. So basically, he laid out the steps for what it would take to actually get the implants. First, I would have to go back in braces, at least on the top, for a little while to open up enough space, okay, after I've already had them for 4 years. 2, I would have to get surgery after the braces came off to basically do a bone graft up here to have my bone in my upper jaw thick enough to put the screws in, okay, and that would have to sit for like 4 to 6 months or something like that. Then after that, I'd have to have another surgery to actually implant the screws, let those sit for a couple of months, and then finally get the teeth put onto the screws, which actually isn't an operation, as it is. So at the time, and also it would be ridiculously large amounts of money, like $5,000 or $7,000 per tooth or something ridiculous. So at the time I said, screw that. And what actually I had was a clear retainer, like a tray. Basically, if you've ever seen those like Invisalign things, it's basically what it was, but it had 2 false teeth where those go, actually in the retainer. So when I put it in, it was clear, and it had those teeth, and it looked, as you can see on all of my other videos where I'm wearing it, it looks like I have all my teeth and they're all fine, and nobody noticed the difference, which was cool. That didn't cost me any pain or a dime, okay? And that's what I had been wearing, and unfortunately, over this past week, at some point, I think after thinking about it, I think it was Thursday night, I apparently lost it. I think what happened was I was eating a sandwich, and I took it out to eat, and I put it on the wrapper, and of course it's clear, so it's not really easy to see. And apparently I forgot it was on the wrapper, and I threw it away. And my roommate took out the trash. So, yeah, pretty disappointing. So it's gone, and I don't have another one, and I can't make an appointment with the orthodontist during a weekend when I'm home, so I don't know when I can get a new one. But I think this summer what I'm going to do is actually go back to the oral surgeon and find out exactly get a timeline of what the process would be, and maybe start doing it this summer. Maybe go into the braces and see how much I can take out during the summer. Because when I am a professional after I graduate, I'm going to need teeth. That's just the bottom line. I spent 4 years in braces and all this other stuff and pain and agony. It seems kind of pointless at this point to not go the entire distance and get the teeth and have payoff for all that pain with the braces. So we'll see. Possibly this summer I'll start doing it, but at least for now, I'm probably not going to have teeth for a little while, okay? So there's no need to make fun of it. It's just, it is what it is. It's a pretty common thing, and there's nothing I can do about it at this point. I just have to wait it out and see what happens. If I can get a new retainer, and if I'm going to even pursue the braces and the operations during the summer. So anyway, that's that. So that's not going well for my weekend either. Okay, we'll have to split this into 2 parts, this channel update. But anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is actually related to gaming. As you guys know, I was fully planning on playing Homefront this weekend. I had everything ready to go. It released on Tuesday, March the 15th. I sent Killzone 3 back. Gamefly sent me an email saying, hey, we got Killzone 3 back on Monday, the day before the release of Homefront. And it was first in my game queue on the site and everything else. And today is now Saturday, March the 19th. It's the 5th day that they could have sent the game. They still have not sent it, which is ridiculous. They're basically a bunch of liars, because it says on their thing that games usually ship out within 24 hours. Well, that's a lie, because this is the 5th day, and they still have not even shipped the game yet, which is absurd. The game availability is listed as low for this game. However, it was listed for very low for Killzone 3, and they still sent it within a day of me requesting. And here's another thing I don't understand. It was first on my game queue for release day. You know, I could understand maybe if I put in a request the day after release or 2 days after, and they're saying, look, well, we sent it to all the people who had it on release day, and we just don't have any to send you. That's fine, but here's the deal. I had it listed first on release day, and if the game availability is listed as low, it means that you must have sent all the games out to people who had it on release day. Well, why wasn't I one of those people? I had it listed on first on release day. You know, so why wasn't I one of those people that got the game shipped? I sent him an email last night and said, listen, you know, everything I just told you, I sent the game back on, you guys got it on Monday. I was first in line, you know, to get it on Tuesday, and you guys have not shipped it. The only thing I can think, and this is, you know, maybe the reason, it's still absurd, but here may be the reason. I think Gamefly actually begins shipping the games the day before the official release, okay? Because I was on Gamefly on Monday, the day they got my Killzone 3 back, and they actually already had user ratings for Homefront on Monday, the day before release, and I went and looked at the Crisis 2, and it says release March 21st. Well, the official release is March 22nd. So, if that's the case, and they didn't receive my game back until Monday, then it's possible that they bypassed me because they hadn't technically received my game on their first big shipment. However, it's now Saturday, and I know that people have sent the game back because the game's campaign is only like 4 hours long from everything I've heard. So I know that they have more in stock, and they just haven't shipped it, and it's absurd. And of course, I sent the email to them last night, I checked today, no response. So basically we're going to have to split the video here, and when I come back, I'm going to tell you what my plans are and what I'm supposed to do about Homefront, and my plans for any games that I played today. So be sure to come back and get the actual gaming updates that you guys would like in part 2.